That man right there, he's the real deal. And he's using his last moments to love others.
I don't know what to do. Yeah, we're gonna bring it to Jesus.
You're learning to take back control of your lives. Many of you handed your pen to addiction and you gave it permission to write your life for a chapter.
What's wrong with you? I told you I needed space. No, go.
At times in my life, I've reached out to God, but nothing happened. I felt nothing.
You keep reaching, he's gonna be there, Jess.
Jess, what's wrong?
I'm fine. Everything's fine. I'm just.
Hey! What?
Ryan, stop it.
Talk to me.
Yes.
He has a story he wants you to tell with your life. And Jay, you've got a testimony that he's gonna use.
Okay, if that didn't give you chills, I don't know what will. I want to take a moment to properly welcome everyone that's joining us tonight. We have Emma Filley, who plays Jess, Lily Brody, who plays Raya, Christian McCartney, who plays Xavier, and then the twin brothers who wrote and directed this whole film, Kaleb and Kyler Cook. We are so glad you are all here. Thanks for joining us today. We're just going to jump right into it. I want to know what drew each of you into this story. Kyler, can we start with you?
Yeah, so I was born 36 years ago with an amazing storyteller. And we were in the same womb, and that's how I got drawn into this. What about you, brother?
That's pretty much it.
Cool. We were in the first round of the guild, Allie. We were in the jury. Do you remember what it was called, the jury? Remember that? We made a short film 6 years ago, and that's how we landed on Angel's radar. And then since then, we've just kind of been in this process of making stuff, but this is our first feature film. And so it is based on a real story of something that happened where my wife's cousin moved in with us, and Jesus finally saved her from an opioid and a marijuana addiction. And so that's what drew me to it. It's a real event that took place in my life.
Wow, thank you for sharing that. Emma, what about this story drew you in?
Yeah. I mean, a lot. From the very beginning, it was just the story itself. I loved the tone of the piece, the realness. I remember in my audition, I think Kaleb kept saying raw and Kyler hated it. So I'm not going to say raw.
Classic.
But it is like really raw. So it's just the realness of it all. And I originally saw the call for Raya and I was like, oh, I fully feel like I can relate to this. I grew up in a similar community. And then I got called in for Jess and I was like, I don't know. Like this is I was scared. I was scared. What?
Was it because it was the lead, or was it because of the role?
I think it was because of the role, and I've never done anything as challenging as it before. But once we had that like Zoom call audition and we started talking, I know someone in my life personally who has gone through the like same exact story as Jess. So I feel like I really pulled from his story, and I was I really want to be able to embody this.
I am savage.
My dog is grabbing the ball now and acting crazy.
He's doing what?
She's just being a dog. Oh,
Perfect.
She's a puppy.
Let's hear her next. Just kidding.
She's literally trying to juggle over there. Apologies.
Love it.
Weird.
Oh man, Christian, what made you what pulled you into this story?
It was
a cold night. I was on a cruise ship and I was doing stand-up. I was. My wife and I had never been on a cruise before, and my friend Tom Coverly invited us on a cruise ship, and I was doing stand-up on it, and we had dinner with a casting director, and she was like, I have you in mind for a role. And I was like, sure you do. Because, I mean, you hear that, but you don't know. And then a couple months later, she reached back out to me, and it was for the role of Xavier. And when they sent the script, I cried the first time that I read it. I'm also a very emotional person.
Very emotional.
But it was a really, really amazing script. And so I was like drawn to it immediately.
Yeah.
We had to tell Christian whenever he had scenes that make him feel a little ouchy. Just a little ouchy, Christian, today. So, men just
look at that. Oh, it's already just a recall.
Just even the thinking of the ouchie.
Not the quiver.
Oh.
He's a sensitive dude. We love it. We're sensitive too.
That's okay. That's
Classic.
okay.
Men cry. It's okay for men to cry.
Period.
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 It's like, yeah, clip. Oh man, Lily, what about you?
Yeah, I think honestly, I think what really drew me in was talking to Kaleb and Kyler. It just kind of about their vision, and I think I remember Kyler saying, "We care about actors and we care about story, and we want to tell a really important but good story, and we want really good acting." And I think that really drew me in because not every director says that, and not every project has the ability to care about those things. And as an actor, you obviously want to create good quality work, and that's what you like to watch. So I think just being aligned in that way, and then just hearing their passion for it, I was like, these are really good people, and I trust them. And I was right.
You were right. It paid off.
It did.
I love that. I love that.
Lily's mostly right all the time.
Okay. You know, in college, my best friend we had a bumper sticker that said, "Oh, look at that. My mom was always right." Halfway through the first semester, she crossed it out and wrote Lily.
So the rest of the questions are all for Lily. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Yep. Well, how it is.
Maybe wouldn't just hide your video.
It's my conversation.
So I'd love to know, what was it like on set for you guys? Was there any moment that just kind of stood out from set? I'd love to just hear a little bit about that.
Yeah, Caleb, I want you to start.
Yep. So here's my thing. First time filmmakers in the feature film category. So Kyler and I, we walk into filmmaking differently. I walk in very stressed. Kyler walks in eyes wide open, taking it all in, just the joy and the passion of living in the moment. And so for me, a lot of the times I was really worried about, whether something was going to get pulled off, and he would just be like, yeah, it's going to work. Everything's going to work.
That's whenever I was shooting real Christian, drinking an entire cup of marinara from the Crofty station. So
I didn't
shots. And
I did not finish that. My body wouldn't allow it.
Yeah.
I think it's like this. Honestly, we knew that this film was going to be heavy, and we know that there's some intense stuff with it. We knew that we wanted to have a legitimately good relationship with these actors because, number one, there's nothing more important on a set than having your actors show up, ready to work, excited to do the content. But then also, we had to build that trust. Yeah, it's a good point. We had to build that trust. But we also wanted to have fun. We wanted this to be an environment where everybody walks away and that was really enjoyable, not just tough and hard and everybody's crying. We had those days, but ultimately we really wanted to walk out of every day with something that we could point back to and say, "That was special. This is a good moment." Awesome.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah. Emma. I was going to say, we did a lot of Zoom calls before, so it felt like we already knew each other because we were just rehearsing already. And then also I was doing a project in New Orleans, and Lance, who plays Charles, was in New Orleans. And prior to, maybe a month before even shooting, or a half a month, whatever, we met up and we got breakfast, and it made going on set like 10 times more relaxing, because it's like, okay, I have this person that I've now met in person, and we've built this trust, and he's such an amazing actor, and so like he's just such a veteran in it. So it's so, from the beginning he inspired me and just made it home already.
Lance Nichols.
Lance Nichols.
Put that name. He's going places. He's going places, eh?
He's going places.
I love that.
He's amazing.
So I love. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say every moment, like every time they said cut, it was. I mean, even when we were filming, it was extremely fun. But obviously, it was heavy. When I tell everybody who watches the movie, you will not be able to understand how much we were laughing on set when you watch the movie because of how heavy it is. But literally every time it was cut, we were dying laughing about something. And so that was so much fun. On the days that I didn't need to work, I still came to set just because it was so much fun to be around everybody. And I mean, Kaleb and Kyler, they just have like 9 billion things going through their minds at one time. That's actually why they have to wear hats, because their brain seeps out of their soul. And legally they have to keep it covered up.
Thank you for covering that up.
It's fun. It's fun being around people like that.
I love that.
Yeah. I echo all of that.
That's great. I love that. Well, and I feel like even when we first jumped on this call, like before the stream, I was like, these guys are friends. Like you could just feel it, even like virtually. I love that.
Yeah, I know, like the minute we stop paying them, that's probably going to stop. But for right now, in this moment, it's special. Yeah, it's special.
I love that.
It's all show.
Was there anybody in the cast or crew that surprised you?
Christian McCartney.
No. I got this one. I got it. Well, okay, go ahead, Emma. You go, Emma. You said Christian.
Why did he surprise you?
There was. Well, I remember having a conversation with him before one of my serious scenes, and I was like, by the way, if I'm not like too chipper right after, it's because, you know, I'm still kind of in it. And he's like, that's so crazy. You're such an actor. And then he had one scene where he had to have emotion. It was like one of his first scenes. And afterwards, I saw him like this. Just like staring up. And I was like, you see? It takes a second to get
You're
out
like, you're
of it.
such an actor.
He's doing it. He's doing it. Yeah, cut to the Peter Pan right there for sure.
Oh my goodness.
Thank God. Thank you, Emma.
You're welcome.
Literally, everybody was.
Here's what I would say. We found with our cast that everyone sort of came to the table and did something unexpected and brought something from a relational standpoint that felt really special. And I can point to every single actor on our slate that showed up and did business, just showed up and did something that was very unique to them, where you walk away as a director and you go, oh man, could this have been anybody else? Like this, you know, I don't work with these people. And I mean, they're taking a bet on us as first-time filmmakers as much as we're taking a bet on them that they're going to bring this to life. And so I think some of that relationship is, you know, at the early stages of filmmaking, you're just trying to find people that are hungry, show up and are professional, and have that sort of mentality like, hey, let's float the boats as the tide rises. Let's do this together. And I can say for each of these three especially, it's like, man, we just are trying to find how we can get around them again and how we can keep doing this and grow.
Oh, I love that.
Yep.
They chipped us. They chipped us. They'll be following us.
I'm like, what are they?
Yeah. Us.
Nice. So, Kaleb and Kyler, what was it like to film together as twins, to direct together? Were there ever disagreements? Would you do it again? How was that?
Hell is for the way you look at me. So it's
that bad, huh? No, I'm just kidding.
This was it. No, it's the best. It's the best out of the twin brothers. Because where he's real tired and cranky from not getting sleep, he gets to lean on, and we get to just be vulnerable and honest with each other. And I really trust his talent and his sensibilities, because I've seen him be excellent over the course of when did you start Excellence? When was that? So 36 years ago, I was in the womb. At the beginning, and just knowing that his sensibility, like the actors got to witness it, and there's some kind of cool stories. We have a language that we've developed in our creative style and in our storytelling that is really specific. And so there'd be times where I would approach an actor and give a note, and then I would walk away, and then Kaleb would approach the actor, not knowing I had already approached, and give the exact same note verbatim. And it's like, we're on the same wavelength, and we wouldn't have to communicate. It would just be like, we saw what happened. We knew what we were looking. Yeah. So our vision, I would say 99%, our vision is very similar. I think I want to say too, actors love it when you duplicate notes. They love it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know what it was. Last time I was like, okay, you just told me this. And I was
Lily was on set for 6 days before she figured out that there was two.
Are you serious? And I'm like, yeah. It was
I was like, wait, is that real?
No. That one's Kyler. And I think Emma was like, what? Maybe Kyler's a mole right here.
No,
he's rough, and then he shaved.
And he shaved the next day.
Cruel.
Yeah.
He does have a little mole.
And then once we get to know their personalities, now I feel like
it's too obvious.
So I asked my boyfriend last week. I was like, so did you kind of get a sense of like which one is? He's like, no. What do you mean? I think it's very obvious now. But yeah, it takes a long time.
That's cool. You did. I've been texting my wife too. I've been testing her. I'll show her a picture and be like, who
is it?
Yeah, who? For like 2-second clip.
Oh my gosh.
That's so
they knew.
She's got it.
I love that.
Yeah. They're getting good.
Well, for those of you at home, we are talking today about the film Just One More that is now in the Guild. So go to angel.com/justonemoreguild to watch after this stream today. So I really want to dive in and talk about the heart of this film. Was there any conversations that this story made you want to have that maybe you hadn't had yet?
Yeah. I'll start. For me, I was an elder in my church, bleeding for over 12 years in small groups. And, the topic of mental health and addiction specifically was never really brought up. And I didn't have a ton of those conversations. And then I kind of started to meet people very slowly that were struggling with this. And it was very easy. I feel like I got saved when I was 8 years old. The Lord just spared me from a lot. Like I tell people I've never been drunk. I had a Long Island iced tea one time. You got me a little saucy. I'll be honest. I didn't know. A little wobbly. It's like, why is this iced tea long? Class looks normal. Yeah. So anyways, I feel like, I didn't have that paradigm of what addiction looked like or felt like, specifically with substance abuse. But I met a couple that I really loved that were just, fighting through that personally, and got to come beside them. And I realized, man, there's so much opportunity for me to lower my guard and my expectations, even some of my judgments of what substance abuse looks like comparative to maybe like a sexual abuse or something else, where the Bible lists it all, right? We've all got things that we're working on, and I'm not better than this person just because they made a different decision at some point in their life, probably when they were really hurting, which this couple I'm talking about, I know they went through things. They fought things, and not knowing Jesus, that's how they got through. That's how they found peace. That's how they found joy and rest. And so really, for me, I think the conversation that I would love to continue to have with folks is, especially for those in the church, how can we continue to lower our guard and not be shocked by people who they rely on things to feel good until they interact with God, Yeah.
Yeah. There's been I've been meeting a lot more people, and it even happened like when we were doing ADR. Lily and I were on a walk, but like I've been meeting more people who like have been losing family members, but like parents, grandparents, but they're like our age, and I think this movie hits it head on where like you have to be in community as you're losing people. It's very easy to like just seclude yourself and be like, I'm gonna get through this loss myself, but losing someone doesn't mean you should lose everybody else. Losing someone means you should be hugged by everybody else and be brought into that community. And this movie does that beautifully.
I think also just like the concept of asking the question of why are we so quick to judgment? Because I think this movie very clearly shows that human beings tend to be judgmental first because of kind of the parallels between what we see and what we feel, or what the characters do that we maybe knee-jerk wouldn't have done in certain situations. And then the question is, wait, why didn't I do that? Why wouldn't I have been that way? Why wouldn't I have led with understanding and grace and comfort rather than judgment and hatred and, othering these people? So I think that's something that it has really been a question I've been trying to ask myself, and I think the movie really poses to the audience is, why do we lead with judgment often, and how can we take what we've witnessed and see what not leading with judgment can do for somebody and do for all these people? I think all of our characters really do change because of the connections that they have, and I think that'll hopefully go home with some folks and kind of integrate.
How can we let empathy lead our interactions with others? I think is a great way to say that, Lily.
There's a really well-known historical figure named Jesus Christ that did that. Who? Jesus Christ. Jesus. No. We try to be like that guy.
What's his name? Write it down.
Right.
Jesus Christos.
No, so we had heard while we were making this, there was a conversation we had with someone that's a clinical helping with addiction recovery, said that addiction is a loneliness disease. And I thought that was so profound and really powerful. It is in community that we can get set free from these things, and community focusing on our relationship with God and on our ability to get freed up with that. So that was something that kind of jumped to my mind, which is, you see somebody that's alone, maybe in your church community or the community that you're involved in your family. If there's someone that's on the outside, kind of the black sheep of the family, invite them in, be a part of them being welcome to the table.
Yeah. I was going to say, I hope to have more conversations with people who see the film, who feel that loneliness and who feel like they are going through something similar, and to reach out, just showing that they feel seen, or something like that, to where it's just, not only does it make me feel like good as an actor to just say that I could have portrayed a story that they're going through in a similar way, but also just to have a shoulder for someone to lean on.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. And I felt like, third party viewer, you see that in this film. You see that community and that the importance there of, and what do you call it? The loneliness disease. Like, that's very real. And I thought, you portrayed it really well, but I loved to see, Jess and Charles kind of find each other, and then bringing in, you two. And I'm wondering, why do you think it was that, Jess and Charles come from completely different generations? What do you think, like, they saw in each other that kind of drew them in, that they couldn't find anywhere else, that made them find a community in each other?
I feel like from the beginning, she never felt judgment from Charles. And I think that's just really what brought her in. And then when I don't want to spoil anything. When she
Can we use the taser, Kristen? We
Plug
need the
your ears.
taser.
Oh, just kidding.
Please no. Christian.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler, Emma. So people at home who hear that noise, it means there was a spoiler about to be said.
Okay.
Thank you, Christian.
Okay. It's not really a spoiler, but also when she decides to tell Charles what she's going through, and he responds in a way of similar to her, and he shows that he has gone through this, like, similar struggles.
No, I'm friends with all I'm a nanny, and I'm friends with all the moms of all the kids, grandmas. Seeing the grandmas and the moms, it's like it transcends age, the realness of life, and when you find
You also have a 70-year-old soul, though, Lily.
That's true. I've already said that for a long time. I've always been going on 85.
I think one of the things, if I could guess, I am the writer of this script.
Who's the writer?
I think it's cool that to speak to the two generations in the church, to know, hey, young people and old people, there is value in coming together and to finding common ground and to seeing and empathizing with the humanity in both. We are in a culture and in a society that, especially through social media and things like that, really divides things into categories,
Bifurcated,
and talks about the boomers or the and it's like a bunch of stereotypes. And it's like, at the end of the day, we are better multi-generational together. And I think that that's something that the church and that American society could learn from is, hey, there's so much wisdom in the people that have lived longer. And there's so much energy and youth and joy in bringing people that are younger into your life. Yeah,
totally.
Thank you guys for sharing. I think that anyone that watches this movie, they're going to feel those things that you guys were talking about. And I think it's going to leave them with, something to sit with, something to consider, whether that's, how am I showing up for those around me? Or who can I connect with that maybe I didn't think I could before. I'm so excited for people to see this film. Thank you guys so much for sharing that. I want to kind of switch gears a little bit, and we're going to play a game that is called the Twin Telepathy Game. So what's going to happen is I'm going to read some questions to you guys, and both twins are going to simultaneously write their answers on their whiteboards. Do not show each other, don't give each other hints, and then Cast, you are going to guess if they're going to answer the same or if they're not going to answer the same. And if they guess the same, the twins get a point. And if they guess different, then the Cast gets a point. And I will be keeping score. But then I'd also love to know if you agree with them or not. So
I feel like they're always just going to agree.
No.
Serious?
No.
You don't.
Yeah, I feel like it depends on what.
Okay, let's do it.
Stakes here. We're going Mr. B. The winner of this contest gets the lead role in our next film.
I'm playing. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, no pressure, guys. Do some stretches. We need some da-na-na-na in the background. Let's go. Okay, question number 1.
Coming out.
On set, who was more likely to call cut and ask for another take?
No. They did it.
We like
Okay, so
or should we talk to each other?
let's see their answers, and then each of you. Oh, good question. Pause. Wait, now we know the answer. Caleb.
I was going to say
Caleb. Do you guys agree with that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's just what the two of us, though, so that was too easy. I was going to say...
You did it wrong.
Okay.
We got
Who cried first watching the final cut?
This, I want to say Caleb, but also he edited it.
Oh.
Yeah,
so it's like
that's the word. Caleb's been trying.
He lost all emotions very quickly.
He lost all emotions.
But first,
does Kyler cry?
Kyler does cry, but so does Caleb.
I think Caleb cried.
Caleb's more of an empath.
Okay, so final votes. Lily, who do you think it is? Okay, Christian.
Like
Caleb.
Emma. All right, let's see your answers.
The same.
Caleb.
Yes. Wait, they get a
They
point.
do get a point, but you also got it right. So you're all winners.
I remember
we're all gonna be the leading Caleb's prize.
Wait, they might be communicating with their toes about which answer to say.
None of that.
I was thinking that too.
None of that, guys. Knock it off.
Well,
okay, next question.
Don't do it.
Who had the stronger vision for the ending?
Ooh. Wait, maybe Kyler because Kyler wrote it?
It'd have to be Kyler.
I'll say Kyler as well. And they're going to get it the same, probably.
Yeah, they're going to both put down Kyler and make us get it wrong.
This feels rigged, but...
There's a few flaws, but... What were your answers, guys? Caleb and Kyler.
Caleb. Not Caleb. Kyler.
I
chose Caleb. I chose Caleb.
So we got a point. You did it.
That's some
All
reverse
right.
psychology stuff, though. No matter what, we get points. Welcome to America.
Hey yo, hey yo.
Okay, next question. Who would be
Sammy Davis.
Who would be more likely to cast themselves in a film?
Caleb, we already did it, Mr. Cousin. Every time I hear that line, I laugh so hard. Hey, Jess.
He's the voice on the phone call.
Oh,
Where am I?
No, it was great,
You
actually.
are.
I just couldn't. You were in your hotel room one night.
Don't.
Machine.
Christian,
I say,
put the taser down.
Yeah.
Christian, that literally can get demonetized. You need to stop.
Yeah,
Okay, Kaleb and Kyler, what did you put?
I put Kyler. The reason why I tried to actually jump in the background of the film during the parking lot scene, and Caleb edited me out. He said you look like a 36-year-old hanging out with teenagers.
I mean,
That's exactly what you would have been.
might be a good call. Sorry about it.
I remember that because I remember when you did that because Kyler put his hat on backwards and he was like, "Hey, yo, hey."
Yeah, yeah, skateboard.
Yeah.
I said that. Never.
Hey, youngsters. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
All right. Okay, this is our last question.
Oh boy.
Who is most likely to suggest they make another film together?
Wait, with us or them?
Each other.
Color.
Though I'd love to know your thoughts on both.
I don't know if they physically have a choice.
Yeah, they're like joined. Like they're
Yeah.
not joined, but it's they're separate.
Well, their umbilical cords are still connected.
Yeah, that's
So
why.
they're forced to
Yeah.
They have to make a movie together. Oh my gosh, who would want to do it more?
I feel like Kyler would be like, "Hey, we should make another film," and then Caleb would be like, "Don't we already have that plan to do together?" Kyler.
Or Caleb is like, I need a second, and Kyler's like, so here's 4 screenplays that I've written. I haven't slept in 10 years. Give me a
Lily's always
right. There you go.
That is very true, Lily.
Okay, Kyler.
So Kyler, yep.
Okay.
Then they get
Alrighty. So the winner, I feel like we were all winners
Classic.
here, but the twins.
Thank you, Allie.
Good job.
Look at that. You got lost. That's
Wow,
very sad.
that's crazy. The rules of the game were a little.
We should ask some questions about the cast and see if they get it right.
Yeah.
I know.
It would not.
That's my wife.
They don't.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, who of the cast?
They don't.
What's a good question for the cast? Who cried the hardest when they watched the film?
Oh.
Oh.
Oh man.
But how do we know the
They
answer?
do.
Were you all together?
Oh, wait, yeah.
They watched us watch it.
So that's our final
We're in
question.
fact together. Caleb was like this the whole time.
The correct answer is. Wait, we have to wait till they're done writing. All right,
Is
they're
it-
done writing. It's
Emma.
yeah.
You know what? I get it.
It was a mess.
It was pretty
Aw.
funny.
I was gonna say Christian.
Mostly because of how we edited the film, you hated it. You were like a mess.
This is
I
the
was
end
like-
of me.
My stomach. I was like,
It all back.
Oh.
said-
Well, I do have
Sig, that's your turn.
some questions that the guild sent in for you guys. That
Come on,
the
Gail.
guild members.
That's
yes.
fun.
So the first one is for you, Emma, and I feel like it kind of relates to maybe the emotions that came up from that last answer. But the question was, Jess carries a lot of shame in this film, and how did you protect yourself emotionally while portraying her?
it was
Yeah.
hard. Going into it, I knew I had to focus on staying healthy mentally and physically, so getting like sleep and stuff, and it also going into it, I really just humanized her. She's just a human, and I know in my life I make mistakes too. And I always was rooting for her. I never looked at her in why is she doing these actions and why is she blowing up on people and saying these things that she shouldn't be saying. I never thought that. I was constantly just cheering her on and supporting her with everything. So
I love that. Lily, there was a question for you. It says, what does Raya represent in Jess's journey, and what do you think she means to people that are watching?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think that Raya represents a constant beacon of hope in Jess's journey. I think she's a constant reminder that, pun intended, you are not alone. If you've seen the movie, you know that pun. But she's a constant reminder that there's always... I'm going to take it back because I'm distracted by the user. Jess is a constant reminder. So, nope. Dragging it back again.
We hired you for Lily.
Ryan is a constant reminder to Jess of that there's a way out and that there's someone there who loves you no matter what and will forgive you no matter what. And I think that is sometimes the most isolating thing about addiction, is feeling like you've already let everybody down and nobody is going to, forgive you for X, Y, and Z. But Raya really shows Jess, and I hope that the audience could take away too, that you can be that for somebody else. You can be the reminder. You can be the reason that they get clean. You can be the reason that they want to be here still, like, handedly. And I think that power, reminding the audience how much power that they can hold in someone else's life is really important, because I think sometimes we forget that.
Thank you for sharing that.
Awesome. This is Lenny Kravitz that's joined us live. I don't know if you've ever had him on, Angel, before. This is Lenny Kravitz.
Okay, we have another question from the guild. This one's for Christian. Your audience knows you for making them laugh. So what do you want them to feel when they sit down and watch Just One More? Is this a side of you they've ever seen before?
Petrified is what I'd say. I think they're going to be surprised that it was able to not joke around. Kyler, he minimized me. That's what he did. When I auditioned, he said I was too large. And on-screen acting is, it's all in like the slight little stuff, like a little twitch and all that.
Show him that jaw. Show him that jaw, brother. Show him that jaw clench.
Nice.
Yeah, that's an actor.
It doesn't represent.
That's an tone. Anytime Xavier gets emotional, he goes.
So I just want to be clear, our acting guru was the chicken. So we're just passing on our knowledge.
That's good.
I think they're gonna be surprised, but I mean, acting is acting. So it's when you're playing a character, you're not playing yourself, and I think that's the hardest part for me, just because I like when I'm doing my videos and stuff, it's a character, like it's me amplified. So being somebody completely else and minimized, that was harder. But Kyler worked with me a lot, and he knows how to communicate with me and talk to me in words that I understand, and it helped. I would not have been able to do the role if Kyler didn't take the time to work with me.
Wow. Well, you did an awesome job. So good work, you two.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay. 2 more questions from our guild members. So this one's for Kaleb and Kyler. The question is, Just One More. What does that title actually mean to you personally?
Let's think at the same time since they asked both of us.
Yeah. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
It's really important that each of us reflect on our life. To ask that question, is my life only about me? Or, as a Christian, is my life also about others in our immediate
community. So, I mean, honestly, to me, it's some of those final scenes coming up to the end where we're watching what it looks like for a Christian to love perfectly. The Bible says, "Greater love has none than this, that a man would lay down his life for his friend." And so, the big question that I have to ask the viewers is, as you wake up in the morning, are you asking the Holy Spirit to be a part of your life? Are you engaging with your immediate community? Are you trying to benefit and bless others around you? Or is your life centrally focused on whatever you can get out of it? That's the main dynamic between these two characters. One is passing away. One is coming to life. It's really within this dynamic of Jess struggling with opioid addiction, just wanting to feel something for herself. And then, we as Christians have to ask, is that what our life is right now? Is it about what we can feel at church service on a Sunday morning, what we can feel by others around us? And if somebody doesn't bring something into our life that benefits us, then we need to cut them off.
Keep going. Right, absolutely. So
you have to ask the question. It begs the question, are we being like Christ? Are we a blessing and a benefit to others around us? Or are we expecting everyone around us to bless us, or we get rid of them? Yep. I won't even try it. I think that's just one more for who?
Yeah.
For who? For who? Yeah. That's what I would say. Better English. I like that.
Well, thank you guys for sharing. Our last question it was kind of left for everybody. So anybody that would like to answer, the question was, if you could sit down and watch this film with one person in your life, who would it be and why?
Emma, take it away.
I have so many people.
Most.
And we're going to publish this live for them to see.
That's crazy. Okay, can I have two answers? Okay, first, I'd say my dad. He was a police officer, and he was part of the DARE program, and he went to schools teaching the DARE program, and he was known as like the police officer with the guitar because he sings. And so I think just sitting down and watching him watch it would be really special, and see him cry.
Break him.
We've had these conversations. He's expressed to me that he thinks it's going to be hard because he's not going to be able to see me as a character, and he's just going to see it as me. So I think it'll really just test his emotions a little bit. But also, I'd say the person I know in my life who has gone through the story, sitting down and watching him watch it would be amazing. So
thank you for sharing that. Does anyone else want to answer that question?
The person. Oh, go ahead, Lily. Go.
Go for it, Christian. You go and then I'll go.
Okay. The person who I want to watch it with is in prison, so I don't know if I can. But yeah, he went through some crazy stuff a couple of months, maybe already a year ago now, and it feels like a lot of the people around us have given up on him, and I want him to know that somebody's thinking about him. So I think watching something like this with him would be very powerful.
Wow.
Yeah, I think for me it's similar, just in somebody in my life that I know has struggled and has felt a lot of shame around it. And I think everything that I tell to this person to remind them that they have changed and that they are worthy of love is echoed in this film. And so kind of getting that film to reiterate that and to be there and, hold their hand while they see it. I hope that I can.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for sharing that with us. Kaleb or Kyler, did you?
Ellie, who would you want to watch the movie with?
I feel like great question. No, I think that it's very similar. Maybe not, somebody that's dealing with the same type of addiction, but kind of made me lean into that, like the mental health side of it all. And just this person that, you know, you hope knows that you're there for them. I loved seeing, you know, like we mentioned earlier, just the community rallying around Jess. And I think that this person, I would just want to watch it with them, and then hopefully have that dialogue open that, like, that's what I want to be for them too, that they're not alone, that you know, I want to be there for them, whatever that looks like for them. I mean, everybody wants to be shown up for differently, but yeah, that was my vague answer, but yeah, good answer. Thanks for asking.
That was good.
Yes. Well, I could seriously go on all evening with you guys. You're such a delight, and I appreciate you being having fun with us tonight, and also being vulnerable and sharing your thoughts on the message of this film. I'd love to know, before we close tonight, is there anything you'd like to share with our audience that's joined us today, before we part ways this evening?
Yeah, I would start, and I would say thank you so much for the support we've already gotten. Our unfinished film that didn't have color, music, sound, I mean, it was really unfinished, got an 81 on the Guild, which is a very high score for a film that deals with substance abuse. And so thank you for trusting us and giving us all of the editing ideas. It definitely helped this film in the long run. And thank you for anyone that shares it and lets people know about it, because watching this film is going to make it possible for us to make more. And I just want to say, you know, I think this really is about bringing everybody down onto the same level, just understanding that we are all on this earth trying to get through to the best of our ability. And you know, when somebody hurts you or harms you, the lack of forgiveness you might carry towards that person might be the very thing that's preventing you from healing. And ultimately, it's in this community context that we're able to fully heal and realize our potential. And it's through love and mercy. And yes, telling people truth. They've got to change, right? We've got some of that in this film. But ultimately, you know, community is the number one impact that is going to stop addiction overdose rates. You know, over 200,000 people have passed in the last 5 years. That's a big number. It's something that I think the church, if we started leaning into these people and loving these people and opening ourselves up to maybe be hurt a little bit, right, that these people could be saved. And I think that's exactly the heart of Jesus.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that. And thank you, everybody, again, for joining us today. It was such a treat to get to know you better. And thank you to those of you at home for joining us. This has been such a special conversation. Just One More is a film about second chances. It's about redemption and the conversations we're sometimes afraid to have. It's exactly the kind of story that Angel was made for. It's available to watch right now on Angel if you have not already. You can watch it at angel.com/justonemoreguild. Scan that QR code or click the button that's either above or below us. Go watch it. You're going to feel deeply moved. And I'm excited to hear what you guys think. Come back and tell us in the comments. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Thank you.